Let us look at the entries and the three types of entries. The sample entry in 5 minutes. Let me show you the sample entry in 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, to have the sample entry, here is what you need to do. Oh, shit. Okay. Let us go on 5 minutes for this cell. You know that on daily we have an inverted Kijun here, right? Even if this market has to move to the upside, this Kijun will always play out. When we were doing those videos, the idea was that the market keep going up, right? Because Tenkan is bended to the upside here. Okay. So even if the market must keep going to the upside, this Kijun is an inverted Kijun. And from the analysis, the daily Kijun must have at least 163 pips to the downside. So we already know that. So when you have to sell this inverted Kijun, this daily inverted Kijun, you go on 5 minutes, right? You sell it because 1 hour is in the air. 1 hour is the candle are in the air in 1 hour when you sell. So first of all, you need to be aware that 5 minutes will always have the what I call here the KSB 1-2. This is first cross to the downside of KSB. This is the second cross to the downside. So 1-2 KSB, that's the 1-2 KSB, or the 1-2 TK cross. This is the first cross to the downside. This is the second cross to the downside. You can enter on the second cross or the third cross, depending on what the market gives you. For this case, it gave the second cross. So how do you enter? How do you make a decision? I use price and volume at the same time to be confident about my entry. So, for example, what you need to understand is that you need to identify the toppest week. The toppest week broke, not that one, broke this one, right? The toppest week of the, before you enter, the toppest week is this one. So it broke this previous top week price wise. So this is the toppest week. So, but what created this toppest week is this bottom. So this bottom now, when the candle kept moving to the downside, this bottom has been broken by this V, this V. So I call this V the V breaker. That is the V breaker because it is breaking the previous the previous bottom. So when I see a V breaker like this, and then I see again a volume, a ticket cost crossing to the downside, I'm very happy. Then I can then sell this one with confidence. Then I can then sell this one with confidence. I can then sell this this 5 minute ticket cross to the downside with confidence. If it also happened here, let us look at this. First of all, you need to look at the toppest week. This is the top week, right? This top week broke this other one. This other week. So this is the toppest week. So this is the highest high of the market. But it has been created by this other week, this bottom. But this V came and broke this this previous week. So this one is a V breaker. That's what I'm talking here about in the document. It broke it to the downside. So when I see a ticket cost going down like this at this point, I could have started selling selling the market from this point. You get what I mean, right? Okay. It also happened previously here. This is the topest part of the market, but it broke this high, right? But the candle that created that topest week of the market, it is this candle, this week. So when the candle kept moving to the downside, this V just broke this bottom V to the downside. So this one is a V breaker. So when after that V breaker, when I see this TK cross to the downside, I have my confidence to sell like this to the downside. Okay, now we are confident to sell because the price and the volume, the price equal to the volume, like they are very aligned now. The TK. So the 5 minute is the simple entry. And inside the simple entry, we will be putting our lowest risk because you know that this one was this whole downtrend was a what, an economic news, right? It is, you know that the economic news could have come if you sold here on 5 minutes. You will be right about the direction because it's a kijun, it's a daily kijun, but you could have get exited by an economic news 1 week above, then the price continue to your orientation. So that's why on 5 minutes you take a risk that is the lowest, but you don't miss the trade. You don't say that I don't trade today because this is Friday. This is Friday. This is Friday giving you a long opportunity, right? So you need to be just taking the lowest risk. Place your stop loss even at this side. Leave your position open. Stop loss in, and then let the economic news do whatever you want to do. But you have respected your number of risk, your lowest risk at this point. Okay, let us go for the boost. For the boost now, right? For the boost and the super boost, let me start with the boost. Then I will talk about the super boost. The boost now is on 15 minutes. You do the same thing. On 15 minutes, to take a sell, you need to look at the same element. For example, the highest week here, it is this one, right? You need to look on the left that the highest week just broke this week. Okay. But the bottom that created the highest week, it is this bottom. So when the candle moved down on the left, on the right side, this V broke this bottom. So this one is a V breaker. I call it a V breaker. So now when Tenkan and Kijun cross to the downside like this, I can sell this with all confidence, right? Placing stop loss just here, taking 10% of my account on this trade, letting the market go. It is not because Tenkan and Kijun went to the upside here that the market is about to go to the upside. No. You need to understand that when daily I have a Kijun like this, that Kijun, even if the market must go to the upside, must keep going to the upside based on the intentional direction, the candle must go down, must respect the setup at each stage. Even if no matter what happened, the respect of the setup will always appear. For example, this Kijun, which one? This one, Tenkan was already down. Which one can I take? I don't see any quick example here. I don't see any quick example. I can even say even this one. Even this one. even though Tenkan was to the upside, right? At least you had some candle, red candle of 128 pips down, because it is SSB and Kijun. They play their game for their minimum amount of pips. That's what I'm trying to say. Even here, Kijun must play his game. Even if it is 100 pips only to the downside, it will do. But this minimum, the minimum of Kijun daily is 163 pips. That's what is playing now. Have you arrived at 163 pips already? We have here how many pips? So that's how you know. No matter the intentional direction, setups will always work. This is already 192 and 90, 91. 63 was almost there, was around here. So don't be surprised. Let the market not surprise you. Respect the A+ setup. Those are the market mover. Okay, so now let us go for the boost risk. The boost one, the super boost, sorry, the super boost is the H1. When you are on H1, let us take this example. When ticket calls happen, take a buy. Your stop loss will be around here, but all of this stop loss position will be 25% risk. You will have your take profit. Let me just stay on. Let me just talk about the stop loss, because I want to talk about the risk. The super boost position is based on H1 ticket cross. When ticket cross on H1, you need to go down then on 15 minutes, refine a little bit the position like this. If you can place your stop loss at SSA, and at SSA you will have a better risk reward, and then take a 25% risk on it. Okay, take a 25% risk on it. That is for the super boost position. It is because it's a little bit related to 15 minutes that are placed here. Now let us look at the scaling entry. Those are the entry confirmation. Everything that I just showed you are entry confirmation. So now, for the scaling, the scaling is that right? It only happened on 15 minutes. You see this? After ticket costs 15 minutes, this one is the first entry. Normally, this one is the first entry. Now, the scale entry is that this entry has been created by this wick above. So when this wick is broken to the left side like this, again, you wait the retracement. So the candle goes to the upside, break this wick, create a higher wick, then goes down. When the candles are going down like this, you can start buying for the new position. So you will have basically two positions. 1, 2. That's the scaling. Scaling is just like an upsell. You are buying one position 2 times. You are buying on the same direction 2 times. That's scaling. So, because you have the V breaker, you have another V breaker to the upside now. To the upside here, this is the V breaker. That break this top. That's what gives you confidence to buy. You can have the same idea here. When you have this cell, that cell has been created by this V, right? But when that V is broken again to the downside, you can then start selling here for the second position. You will have 2 positions like this. 2 for the second position. Okay. Most of the time, I prefer to put the second position almost at the same place, because when you take the second position, you can have a huge retracement. This one, you see, because the second position can literally have should literally have the same stop loss like the first one, because it almost happened sometimes at the same place. Even here, this will have been the first entry. The second entry will be this retracement just right here, because because of this wick is broken here, so the retracement is this red candle. So the second entry will be here. The first entry will be just right here. The stop loss will be this SSA. The second stop loss will be exactly at the second SSA, at the first SSA2. Like they will have the same. That is scaling. Okay, that's how you scale. So those are the three entry. The three I showed you 4 entry. By the way, I've called it 3 entries. Anyway, those are the 4 entries.